Sorry, I was muted. Sorry, I was muted. Let me try it again. Uh, so now, can you hear me? Yeah, maybe there is a 30-second, I mean the 10, 15 seconds delay in the streaming. So the conversation might be, it's not fully real time. Hopefully you can hear the sound right now. Okay, so since I received one request about the loop slicing, there are several ways to do it. One is using a multiple slicing point. That is maybe that's the most straightforward. But if you just need to slice the sound equally, then there is other way to do it. Maybe then that I can show you later. So first of all, I just delete the looper, and yeah, I want to show before I do it, I want to show one feature that's called a beat matching. So right now I set the BPM to 114, and I want to load one sample, one drum loop from SD card. Originally it's imported from Splice and to looper, and to import wave file to looper, shift and this button, load, and press corresponding track. This case I wanna load the sample to track C. And by the way, if you have any questions, just let me know in the comment, then I can answer the question real time, hopefully. But again, there is a 30 seconds delay, so bear with me. So this is the, maybe I can. Okay, so I'm think you guys are seeing the screen, bigger screen, and I choose one sound. So with the latest firmware, you can scroll the cursor and move the cursor by 7 and 8 button. That's kind of maybe be more convenient than the turning dial. And then I choose this folder, I choose this folder, and then I choose this folder. And then also you can see the file name by pressing 5 and 6 button. So right now, and you can preview the sound by press OK to load the sample. But if you press Shift and OK, you can preview the sound. Okay. So, but the sample is it says 124 BPM, and the current BPM is 114, and it doesn't match. But if when I press OK, then it says stretch from. It's asking if I wanna stretch from 124 BPM to the song BPM, which is 114. And in this case, I want to match the BPM, so I press OK. And I want to make sure. Okay, so there is no sound. So I just gonna play the looper. And then now you can hear the slightly slower sound. And then I can use this as is, and then I can record a bass or a melody on top of it. That's one way to do it. And but in this case, since I got request, I wanna slice it. So to do it, shift. So this time I'm gonna use a little bit tricky way. Again, the straightforward way is using multiple sample, but I'm not gonna make it right now. I use other alternative way to do it. So to do it, use shift and this button, initialize. And then it says initialize the tone, yes, and select even slice template. And then it's gonna set up some parameter for you, like oscillator 1 and the 2 is modulated by the key, the MIDI keyboard, the pitch of MIDI keyboard you press. So anyway, it's a little bit complicated. Maybe I can explain later, but let's just skip it. So I just initialize the patch for now, and then go granular, and then I can load the sample. So when you are in the root folder, if you scroll down to the end, you will see T and the number and the one abc.wave. That's the file you just recorded to the looper. So I'm gonna load the sample, and then let me play. So this is just the sample in the looper. And then go back to the oscillator 1 submode. And if I play the note right now, like here, so all the sound is same, regardless the key I press, all the sound the same. But if I change this parameter, oscillator 1 mode width, then the playing position will be changed by MIDI note, because the playing MIDI note it's assigned to modulate playing position. Anyway, just for now, you just need to know you need to change this parameter. So right now, okay, so I'm just remembering how it sounds, and then I'm gonna press the third position. Maybe it's easier to see in the okay, so I wanna set, so this is okay. Sorry, I'm a bit confusing. So when I start changing this parameter when I play. So when I play C, it's the same thing, but if I play D, right now it's the exact same as C, but if once I start changing, the playing position starts to change. So now I set it to 75, and then so if I play the note, you see. So I don't know, maybe it's slightly off still, but it's gonna chop the sound equally. So maybe I can check by put the note to the sequencer. So I go sequencer and then turn all of steps are on, and then go modifier and set the arpeggiator to 1. So the note will be 0 and C sharp, D, D sharp, E, and so on. And then let's try to play. So I just increase the note length. So it sounds like it's a bit off still. I think 77 is a good value. And now it's kind of ready to shuffle the pattern. So let's see. So right now it's playing sample, but I set the arpeggiator is on, so every single note has playing the different note. And then so let's try. Let's change the shuffling pattern. Then is it changing? Okay. Yep. So as you see, now you can shuffle the pattern. So if I do something a bit more fancy stuff, so something like this. And so other way you can do is maybe I need a bit more some kind of spice on it. So let's go to effector section and then turn on the beat crusher. And then I just set the depth to 0, and then go back to the sequencer and then turn the beat crusher on a particular step. I just trying to set the step 7. And then I want to do a parameter lock, and then to do parameter lock, press the corresponding step and then press parameter, and then you see the flame. You see the rectangle frame. That means that you are in the parameter lock mode. And then let's increase. And then now. So this is one demo I can show you right now. I'm not sure. It's a bit hard to do, but the point is once you load the sample, then go oscillator 1 and then change this parameter, the bottom 6, the mode width. That's gonna change the playing position. The space of each note. Let me show a little bit more something simple. Let's try. So I just switched to another bucket, and let me just show other example of a parameter lock. So I just gonna load. Maybe to load the sample. To load the preset system, and then select the bank, whatever, and then press shift, and here this button, it says load, and then select the parameter. So again, you can use the button 7 and 8 to scroll the cursor, and then I just gonna choose hi-hat just for the demo, and then I just skip to load the sequencer data, and then I'm not sure. Let me go back. Yeah, it's every quarter note. It has a kick. But the modified beat is it's different. Okay, so let me go back. So I just load the hi-hat sound. And maybe I wanna do it. I wanna turn on the 16th note. Okay. And so right now it's just a it's just a 16th note hi-hat. And if I wanna do little accent at step 6, press so then I wanna do parameter lock change. So press the button, selecting a corresponding step, and then press param. And then in this case, I want to change decay only for this step. Maybe I want to change this step to a single. Okay, then I wanna add some groove So the easiest way is go config mode and then change the velocity period to something else. Then you can get some kind of groove. Okay, so this is the second example. So let me read your comment. Can also the break beat style pattern one of your video? I do this kind of same thing. It's just I just use the different drum loop in the video. So basically the idea is the same. And yeah, other thing is just next point is just showing modifier. So I just switch to other preset. That's the drum kit that I cannot share with you guys because of the copyright issue. I just built the drum kit from one-shot samples, so something like this. It's very standard one. And then I made a kind of Latin beat. So this is the basic sequence pattern, and then I want to show you how useful the modifier. So if you go first, to use a modifier, you just need to go modifier page in the play mode, and then you gotta see this screen, and then let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, then maybe the easiest one is using pattern shuffle. Pattern chain. Pattern chain is I will explain later. But let me show some modifier thing first, and then so I'm just changing pattern shuffle, and then so you already can get I already got some interesting drum fill pattern, or I don't know, whatever the kind of alternative pattern easily. The other thing is using rewind period and the rewind step. Rewind period defines how, it's gonna do step repeat. So for example, every 3 steps, step back 3 step, or every 3 step, step back 2 step, or every single step, step forward 5 step, or step back 10 step, or whatever you want. So the easiest example is every single step 1 step back. That means just keep playing step 1 forever. Or 2 is every 2 steps 2 step back. Or 3 steps. Or whatever you want. So that's kind of very useful to to make a unique pattern from, without much effort. Other thing might be useful is using a ARP, and this also changing a playing note. So, for example, so something like this. And how do you... So the pattern chain in the answering question from Rigo. So pattern chain in Q synthesizer is a kind of little bit temporary thing. So when I just play right now, I'm playing pattern 1, and I don't know, pattern 2. Pattern 2 is a kind of simple one. Oh, maybe I should use a pattern 3 or something. Let's record the pattern 3. Okay, so if I wanna change pattern, just pressing pattern 1 first, and then next I wanna play pattern 3. So keep pressing this button, and then press pattern 3, and then it shows 1 and 3. So you can change the pattern, and then to cancel the pattern change, you just need to select the pattern again. It's already canceled. Is it? Does it answer your question? Not sure. And so yeah, the other thing is I just recorded the pattern 3. And then so if let's say I wanna add this tom or conga, I don't know, this sound to this pattern, I can, the one way is I can record, I can live record, and then I just keep pressing. That's okay. That's one way to do it. But the other way is move to other pattern, and then let's make the pattern length to 6, and then record this to here. And then right now it's just playing this, and then go back to the pattern 3, and then the next I gonna set the pattern 4 as a second pattern, and then so you can play the drum pattern, two drum pattern at the same time, and still you can separate the pattern. So it's probably easier to edit the notes later, especially for drum pattern. The other thing I like to do often time is what did I do? Okay, so let's delete looper. Then let me recode the pattern I need. Let's try to record the looper. Press rec and play, and it says overdub. That means the looper is ready for recording, but until you start the sequencer, it won't record. And check the track I'm gonna record, and then press sequencer play to start the recording. So I just recorded a 4-bar loop by using some modifier to make a drum fill. Let's listen without the sequencer. I'm just gonna listen while I record to looper. And then in my demo, every time I use at the end of the demo is extra processing, which is I can add the master effect by turning off the sound engine. So let's just try. I'm gonna use, normally I use bucket 7 or 8 for the extra processing. And to turn on the extra processing, press param and this button, no, and it says extra on. So then now it's extra processing mode. And then now some synth parameter apply to master track. So I can change the volume and I can change cutoff. Maybe let's increase. And still, LFO is still working. And the effect is also working. That's another way. And you can also record the result of the extra processing back to looper. It's kind of bouncing back. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna skip this today because it's a bit tricky. But you can, if you see the manual, there is a way to, it's documented. So back to question. If I change BPM, I wish it could time stretch. Oh yeah, but it's not possible right now. So right now, the time stretch happens. It's not time stretch actually, though. It with pitch shift, but the time stretch, the beat matching happens only when you import the sample from SD card to looper. Unfortunately, and so did I miss any other question? Maybe no. The other thing. yeah, I think I covered what I wanted to show today. Oh, maybe, I don't know, okay, sample loading. Maybe I can show you making drum kit, or maybe just one sample. So the recent firmware start to support add the template feature. So let's initialize the tone first, and then it says initialize the tone. So press OK, and then you can select a sampler. Then you can skip the annoying setting at the beginning, and then go granular mode. It already has recording, but it's just from other bucket, so you can just ignore it. And then to load the sample, shift this button, load, and then you can load any sound. Maybe just so since I introduced the erase sample, let's erase slice. So now it's 0. It's clean, and press shift this button to load the sample. Let me drum percussion loop. One shot. Is it one shot? Okay. One shot, and melodic one shot. Maybe drum one shot. Kicks. Maybe. So I'm kind of melodic one shot, and then guitar, then maybe just let's load this sample. And then technically it's already, you can play it. So in this case, if you wanna time stretch, then set the granular mode to 1ts, that means time stretch. And if you set the time stretch, then the analyze is recommended. So just go press button 1 for the processing menu, and then hit the analyze button. Then now so let's change the tempo to 85, and then just delete the looper, and then so something wrong. Okay. you can load drum that could be matched to the pattern I made. Go to park and then select something, percussion loop, drum loop. Maybe this one? I don't know. Okay. Something like this. It's kind of not hard to do. So yeah, I basically recommend if you have the service, if you already joined the service, something like a Splice or something, if you have some free sound library or whatever, I highly recommend to import them to SD card and then the beat making might be much easier. Yeah. The numbers bar has to be remembered right now. And other thing is I was building everything. Yeah, so and maybe the next time I can show how to make a drum kit. You just need to load multiple sample to the same buffer. It should be not hard with the latest firmware. The thing is, yeah, it's a live stream. Sorry, my son is talking. Yeah, so right now, if you want to do time stretch, you gotta, the beat matching, you gotta load the sample to looper first, then, like I did. This drum loop, the original BPM is not 85. It was I don't remember that, but it was 80. It was the original BPM is 80, and then it's changed to 85. So once you load it to the looper, and then you can just re-import it to granular, then you can use the sound in the granular with matched BPM. Transitions. What do you mean by transitions? Transients. Kinda. I mean, normally the drum loop is just, it already has a good size, and then the synth engine gonna check if the loop can be matched with the major, and then yeah, it will does the job for you. So you don't need the fine trimming of samples. It's the looper engine gonna do it automatically. Yeah, so again, I recommend to have the collection of drums loops. Then it's gonna save bunch of time, and then it's using a slightly different BPM makes the pattern very interesting. and it's actually it sounds like it's kind of cheating, but it's actually very fun to do. You just need to play you just need to record a bass or melody on top of it, and then you know you can make the lo-fi beat in 10 minutes or 20 minutes. Okay, so I think now the 45 minutes passed, so maybe I can close the streaming for now if there is no other question. Can you also show to create a long sequence of paths calls that changes slowly? So what do maybe long sequences means I don't know. Maybe you can specify the question in the on the Discord, and then maybe I can prepare something for you for the next time. Does it sound good? Yeah. If you guys have any question, you can type it now, and or you can add any comments on the Discord event channel or even any the question channel or whatever. Then yeah, maybe I can do something for you for the next live streaming. Oh, there are two folders. For the granular, I think the folder name is granular, and then the for looper, the folder is import folder. It's two different folder, but actually I copy the exact same thing for the granular and the looper. Then I don't need to worry anything. And it does support the folder structure, so you can put whatever you want. And yeah, recent firmware improves UI to Explorer and with kind of little complicated folder structure, so should be much easier with the latest firmware. Okay, I think maybe it's a time to close the streaming. So just let me know if you have any other questions or comments or requests. Thank you.